Good afternoon, fellow Forex traders. It is October 31st. Happy Halloween. Hope everyone is getting excited to go out trick-or-treating or just getting hyped up on candy, whatever your jam is. I hope you're having fun doing it. I had fun trading today. I hope you did too. We're, everything's still pretty interesting in the markets right now. This is a look at the NASDAQ Qs, and I've kind of been watching this pink downtrend line, this almost falling wedge type thing here. Really, this top line is the most important part. We popped through, came down, retested, tried to climb back higher, really low volume on that climb, and then just kind of sell off into the end of the day on pretty decent volume. Still not in a danger zone since we're still testing this trend line, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens tomorrow and Friday. Should be telling how we close out the week. So keep an eye on this trend line. Keep an eye on what happens here. The NASDAQ was definitely the leader today. S&P 500 up a percentage. Russell 2000 up slightly on the day. If you look at the daily chart here in NASDAQ, 200 moving average is right there. Anything above that, you've got the 50 and 100 curling down. So it's going to be a hot zone in here. I don't expect it to be easy either way. A grind higher is going to probably be met with some selling, but we could definitely see a move up there and go from there. S&P 500 looks worse. It's a pretty ugly daily candle there. And like I said, it's going to be interesting to see what happens the rest of the week. Russell 2000, even worse, right? So we'll see. I'm not reading too much into the day yet. It was overall a nice positive day, especially for the NASDAQ. So we'll see how things keep shaking out. But we also saw this kind of spill over to dollar yen. If you've been watching this pair like I have, it was a bit disappointing today. I thought we were going to get a nice high or a nice move higher, and it completely stalled out. It's not a good look on the daily. It's pretty weak. And if you drill down to the lower time frames, it gets kind of, even worse. I didn't have this trend line drawn anymore. If you were watching my previous videos, this was a line I drew for our previously had kind of like a bear flag in here that was violated several times, so I deleted it. But I also deleted this upper bound, and that's unfortunate because today that's exactly where we topped out, right? This push was very telling. We tried to push higher and completely rejected on that hourly candle right there. I had a stop loss in at 112.95 just to protect some of my gains. I was really debating getting out here at 113.15, 20 area. Didn't pull the trigger, so I could have saved some money, but say la vie. Actually longed this, took profits up here at just above 113, and then shorted. So I'm still holding shorts right now from about 113.04 area, and kind of seeing how that develops. But I wouldn't be surprised at this point to see us come down, maybe even test this trend line break as support. It's definitely not out of the realm of possibilities, especially after such a weak day and inability to rally with a positive market. But I feel like dollar yen had its full move overnight, and then we just kind of faded the whole day. If that means anything going forward, I have no idea. I'm just kind of following price action for now and going where it takes me. But really just kind of scalping this. I'll happily take some off. Probably 112.70, 112.50 area, anywhere in this zone, I'd be taking some off. Again, you've got that daily trend line coming in, that blue one here. So we'll see how things play out. But I'm just playing very, low time frames right now, not committing long term to a trade. I did also take profits. I mentioned yesterday I was short euro dollar. I took a small trade there, and I was looking for a test of this 113. And my take profit was actually 113.05 because I don't like to try to squeeze every last drop out of these trades. It's silly. It's not worth the risk reward of getting reversed on. But look at that beautiful, beautiful touch here. The low was 113.02. The low from back here in August was 113.008. So beautiful touch of those lows. That was an obvious place to get out of shorts if you were in them. It's not to say that we don't keep going, but maybe a bounce here, but you know other people are going to be taking profits here, looking to get out, and why not join them? Why hold on and try to fight the good fight if you're just up against the entire market? So I'm looking for hopefully a bounce, and I happily sell a bounce anywhere in this zone. Again, I'm not going to put any limit orders in yet, but I'm just going to watch price action. Sterling, same thing, came close to these lows and is bouncing nicely. And not much more to say about that, except I'd like to, kind of let this play out. You see MACD coming up here, RSI. So I think there's still some headroom, but I'm not playing longs just because I don't want to fight this trend. Euro sterling had a big sell-off today. I mentioned this pair yesterday. I mentioned it in Sunday night's video for a potential long when we were down here. And I was thinking to myself all day yesterday that if I were long this, I would be taking profits here because you just see too much of a decoupling from price and where moving averages are. And I knew this was going to correct. I didn't think it was going to correct this deep, but yeah, it's pretty nasty. Quick move today. But you're also testing this trend line again. You're testing these moving averages. I don't quite like it yet. I'd like to see this have at least a few more bars, if not, through the end of the week to see how this settles down. But it seems like if sterling and the euro are moving higher, sterling's going to do that at a higher rate than the euro is at this point. There's just so much more headroom up here than there is in, say, when you look at the euro view in terms of hitting resistance. So as long as I'm not, if this makes sense, as long as I'm not bearish sterling and euro, I'm not sure I can get bullish euro sterling. But if I do get to the point where I'm like wanting to sell euro and wanting to sell a sterling, then I might be looking to buy euro sterling again, or I just see a better base forming here. This is just a little too risky right now to be taking along. So that's all I'm really looking at. Keep a close eye on how markets are performing because I think that's going to drive a lot of the action here. But I still think there's some great trends to keep watching, to keep trading, and we should have foreseeable future should be nice trading. So have a nice Halloween. Don't eat too much candy, and see you tomorrow.